Hey guys, so I've got another Salon redesign here. So this is my lady. She's come in. She's had a file down to a thin base. I've done all the cuticle work, prep, prime and everything. And she wanted totally different colours that she normally has. So we went for some jade and some rose gold. Which is why it makes me think like we're off to the Emerald City. So I started coming in with a bit of cherry blossom there. Sorry, that was Amor from the cuticle down, and then I've used a bead of clear acrylic to pick up a little bit of Butterscotch from the caramel collection, and then some of the Peacock metallic multicut. And I'm just doing a nice kind of like two coloured with a little blend design there. And then I'm going to do some ombres. So this green is called Sherbet Fizz, and that's from the Cupcake collection from Team Gorgeous. And I'm using that along the smile line, blending up, and then I'm coming in with my Amor Cover Pink again from the cuticle area and blending down. And then just using a tiny bit of that caramel collection across the smile line. And I'm going to do exactly the same, but I'm going to invert the colours on this now. So I'm using CJP's Rose Gold from the tip and blending up, then a bit of Amor, and then I'll use some of that Jade Metallic. Now I've used a different brand of acrylic as a design powder here. Now you can do that and it won't affect the strength of your nails. So I've used my CJP monomer with the Team Gorgeous acrylic. As long as your base layer is the same, so CJP monomer with CJP powder, and then you cap it in CJP monomer with CJP powder, you will still have the strength of the nail. So you can use other brands as design as long as you keep the brand either side the same, and I hope that makes sense. So I've done exactly the same as the little finger here on that ring finger, index finger, and then doing the thumb, and this one I'm starting again from the cuticle area, pulling down. Not worried about that bit of blue glitter underneath, because as soon as I put the gold and the green over, you're not going to see it. And then coming in with that jade again. Lovely jade colour, that Peacock. And then once I'm happy with all the designs, I'm going to cap all of these in crystal glass. And again, CJP, monomer and powder. So if I've used any other colours for design, the strength and structure is still there in the nails. So starting at the cuticle area, creating that nice apex patting, pulling down that acrylic, getting rid of any excess, making sure it's as smooth as possible with my brush, so that when it's all set, filing will not take too long. So sidewall, free edge, creating that shape. My lady likes a nice rounded shape. And again, when I do a cut down, I literally just do a cut down and then I shape it once the design is on there. Unless you're doing a drastic change from like a square to an almond, you might want to file a little bit then. And always, once you've done your little shape, just let your lady have a look at the nails, just check, yep, that's all right, carry on. And when you're happy with the shape of the nail, gonna dust them all off, and then we're coming in with some Swarovskis. So these Swarovskis are a mix of my Crystal AB wheel, and then I've also got some green and rose gold Swarovskis. And I've just popped a mix of different colours and sizes onto a little plastic tray. Again, this is a plastic tray I've had for ages. Couldn't tell you where I've got it from. It's just very useful for some glitters and like crystals and stuff. Using a small amount of glue, making sure you don't use too much. Less is definitely more when you're gluing on. And then my little wax crayon just to pick them up. And I'm just following that line of glitter and placing the crystals on it. Now she wanted to be super blingy this week, so we've done crystals on the other finger as well. And I've done them so that they flow and almost into each other, so they start at opposite corners and then they flow following the glitter. So same thing, using little bits of glue, So when I get the brush out of the glue pot, I'm really wiping it along the edges, making sure there's not too much glue on the brush before then using it to just tap a tiny little amount on the nail and then popping those Swarovskis on. And then when you're happy with where the Swarovskis are, I'm going to use my CJP LED Top Gloss. I'm going to go up to the crystals but not over them. Swarovski crystals will still be very shiny if you top gloss over them. However, the gloss dulls the cut of the crystal, so they're much more sparkly if you don't go over them. And you shouldn't need to. If you just butt your top coat up to them, and I always double top coat when I've done Swarovskis. So I'll put this first coat on, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds LED, and then I'm going to pop the top coat on the other nails that have no crystals on, and then pop the second top coat on the crystal nails. Being careful just to butt up against but not over those crystals. And then I'm popping that in the lamp for 60 seconds LED, giving it a couple of minutes, and then once it's all cooled down, just popping on a bit of cuticle oil. And there we go. We're off to see the wizard. So I hope you've enjoyed those, ladies. Any questions, comments or requests, just pop them below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.